Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Sandslash and the Alolan Sandslash in the Great League here. Of course, Great League is currently not available. So what we did here is what we always do. We just asked people on Twitter, just in general, I post my friend code on Twitter and just ask random people to queue up with me against, in general, that they just choose some random Great League team, which we did here. And of course, my team would also be not legal at this point of time, because we have two Sandslash in here, because I wanted to try them out both with a new move here, the Shadow Claw on the normal one and the Night Slash on the other one. The gameplay, by the way, is not as bad up as it usually is. I think it's actually kind of nicer. Maybe it's easier to follow them, but I don't know. You have to tell me. But yeah, we have the normal Sandslash now with the Night Slash, the Alolan Sandslash with the Shadow Claw, and the normal Sandslash is also a Shadow version here, which I didn't post on the thumbnail because I did the thumbnail before I saw that I actually have a good Shadow one, and I only had one Shadow one, so I couldn't put them on this thumbnail, as I wouldn't evolve them prior to the C-Day and always prepare everything. But enough talk about this. How good are the new moves? I would say I really enjoy the normal Sandslash. Honestly, I think it's a fun Pokemon to use. I think it has a lot of potential in smaller metas. I don't know if the Shadow helps them really or hurts them more, but it is fun to play. I had some boost with it, I had some fun with it. I also had a lot of battles that were a little bit, full hard counter. Like this one gonna be Lickitung in the lead. There's a common team, I'm not saying that they just did it because of me playing the Pokemon that I play, because usually everybody knows that I play at least one other Sandslash in my video. He had it actually too. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit tough, to be honest. Here so we had the Psychic shielded, and yeah, we will not have a fun time here right now. The thing is, yeah, with the other Sandslash, the Alolan Sandslash in Great League, I have to say, I feel Powder Snow is better. The thing is, Powder Snow and the Shadow Claw are basically the same move now. Powder Snow is a little bit weaker, but has Stab, which basically boosts them up exactly to the point where the Shadow Claw usually is in a neutral matchup. And Shadow Claw is usually the better move, because it has most of the time less Pokemon resist Ghost than Ice. But here in the current Great League meta, I really wish most of the time I just had the Powder Snow. It would have been way better in the games that I played, I have to say. And here we see the miniature. I just go out of there. Of course, you see me there playing still the C-Day in the background. I was outside walking, so if I didn't play perfectly fine, it was always a little bit more difficult if you walk and play at the same time. But yeah, I don't really like the Shadow Claw on the Sandslash. I can imagine that it's better in the Open Ultra League, which I also kind of wanted to showcase. The reason why I did, even though only the Great League, even though we have a league where we theoretically could use one of the Pokemon. I just don't have the Stardust right now. Honestly, I'm currently at still 250k Stardust or something. But we have the Oricorio coming up. We have another project coming up where I also need some Stardust still to spend, and which I cannot talk about yet. And here, by the way, look at this. Look at this. We can go for the Earthquake. Here's the waterfall version of it, which is kinda interesting. But we can just completely nuke it. I can go into my Shadow Claw version of this Sandslash. Yeah, I guess it was better, but otherwise I could have maybe even got more farm, because it doesn't really matter. You go straight for the Icicle Spear. But yeah, I don't know. It was not the best time there. But actually, I went pretty positive with this. Of course, I don't know the elo range of my opponents, where they usually are. I can only assume, but I had usually always only decent teams against me, so I think that was kind of a fair showcase of those two Pokemon, and at least we can showcase them both at the same time. If we can get the Elite TMable move already, I don't know, directly out of my seeder, which I don't think it's gonna happen, I might make a video about Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash in Ultra League as well. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait until we have the next time Ultra League around. There's gonna be a time where we only have Ultra League around, basically because the other one is the Catch Cup. So I might just gonna make a video then, because I have already a Alolan Sandslash powered up to Ultra League level. It's not the best IVs because I had a lucky one there. but it's already at like 2500. So I'm just gonna use an Elite TM on the Alolan one and can showcase it there. I don't know if I'm gonna build a normal Sandslash for the Ultra League. I don't think it's really worth it, but I can showcase the other one later on during the season. I mean, it is a season without Elo anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Here we see the Dedenne. We can go for the Bulldoze. The Bulldoze gonna do a lot of damage if it's going unshielded. It's going unshielded and we can farm all the way down. Me playing the first hour of the C-Day, for me in my area, there was literally 95% of my Pokemon were normal Sandshrew, the Alolan Sandshrew, I mean, like I nearly had no normal Sandshrew in my area. I have no idea why. I see for most people it's 50-50, for me it's definitely not 50-50. I always have like 8 to 9 Alolan Sandshrew in the nearby and not the normal one, which is for me totally fine because I already have the shiny for the normal one, so it doesn't really matter. But it is crazy. I think it's because it's sunny, they say. But yeah, I don't know. Alolan is here way more common than the other one. Also in parks, like I think I haven't seen a single one that wasn't Alolan. It's just insane, I don't know. I like it more because Alolan is more interesting. You have the Alolan Sandshrew, which is going to be more interesting, but I already have a Hundo, which I might power up as well soonish. And that would be actually a way cooler video if I did this though. I should have done this. I don't think I have the starters for it right now, but if I did go for triple Sandshrew Sandslash, like normal Sandslash as a lead, and then the Sandshrew will say so with the Sandslash in the back, that would be hilarious. But yeah, I didn't do that. So, but yeah, right now C-Day is cool to play. It's not really worth it. Like if you miss it out, okay, that's not gonna be something that you really want to spend an Elite TM on, and like yeah, it is totally fine. It's a still okay C-Day. It's fun that we see 2 Pokemon. I think that's a thing that they might should maybe do going forward. Why don't we get like something like a tag team C-Day? That would be cool, like having like 2 Pokemon covered at the same time, both getting a smaller move update like just here. That would be way more exciting than just having the one Pokemon in there the entire time, but usually is even not really worth it to play around. So maybe you get something like this in back here, try to undercharge so I get 4 more Mudshots in, but I don't. I think I would have lost CMP tie against the Swampert anyway. I needed this. I think it wouldn't have KO'd either, so I think there was no way I could have won this game. Let me see real quick how much attack the Sandslash has. Because I'm actually not sure. Sandslash has the normal Sandslash has 119 for the we would have lost most likely. Yeah, very likely that we would have lost this. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Like even if I had the move stored, I would have lost the game. Totally fine. Here I went already for the Ice Punch against the Skarmory, but I can go for another one here with my Sandslash, and what I'm gonna try to do here is try to farm down as much that I can get to 2 Ice Punches, but I have to stay away from the farm down range there. I don't think I could have farmed him all the way down, so I think that was the right play to throw the Ice Punch. We're gonna be able to KO him. We see the Talonflame coming in, and if we were straight for one more quick move there, that would have been way better, but like this, we go down immediately. We're just gonna go into our Sandslash there. We're just gonna try to overfarm. I get denied there with the move, which is very unlucky, but it happens, and we can go now for Night Slash spam. Sandslash goes for Night Slash. Very slashy. But we got the boost there, which is cool, so my opponent has to shield this as well. And swaps out now to the Machamp, and maybe I should have swapped earlier, I don't know. The thing is now, I kind of screwed this game up, to be honest. If I just farm him all the way down here, I think I would be fine. Why didn't I just farm all the way down? I think I would have been able to do this. Like this, I'm just gonna KO him with that, but I'm not gonna get enough damage on the Talonflame now to KO him with a 1 Night Slash by Sandslash, which still sounds super weird in my head, but we can try that. He gets the extra move in as well, which doesn't really matter because we would only get some Mudshots in, and he barely survived this. I don't know, I think this was a game that I could have won, but I just misplayed a little bit. It is fine. We can go into the next game here. We see the Medicham against the Swampert. we can go for the ice punches. We lag a little bit in the beginning, like generally. Actually, it was pretty smooth for me playing still the C-Day in the background, I have to say. Like there has been some talk that's a little bit better right now because they like changed maybe the code already. Like there was like something that the Pokeminers mined out recently that they maybe have the current version already in, which is supposed to be the next version for Go Battle League, but I don't know. And here I'm just gonna go into my Sandslash, which was stupid because I just randomly swapped it because I know that he has something in the back that is most likely weak to my Medicham. But yeah, here we see my opponent swapping out actually, which doesn't really make sense. My opponent shouldn't have swapped out there. We can go for the Night Slash. We're gonna be able to put in a lot of pressure against him, which is fine. We can let this go. We can just go for some counters and we can go for one Ice Punch. If my opponent gonna shield this, I can go for another Ice Punch in time. My opponent gonna shield this, so I'm pretty happy with this. And now we can go into our Sandslash against the Mandibus. The thing here is, of course, it would be way cooler if we didn't have a resisted move, but a super effective move. So yeah, again here, I don't know, like for me, I don't think that Shadow Claw in Great League at least is way better. It's something that you can keep for specific cups maybe, but for Open Great League, definitely not. For most cups, most likely also not really. Maybe it's better for the Kanto Cup if we have this, because Kanto Cup is like based, we have like some ghosts that some people sometimes play. We have Hypno, which a lot of people play. We have also normal types there, like the Snorlax and Lickitung, so I don't think it's actually that better, but yeah. It's a weird choice. I don't think it's really an upgrade towards the Pokemon. It's just like a different option which you can play. So, kind of annoying. Speaking of Lickitung, yeah, remember this? We see the team that we already faced prior. I don't know, it's a common team, but it's like weird. We have Lickitung again in the lead, and we're gonna see very quick that this game gonna be pretty similar to the first game we had there. But that's fine. We can go for the Ice Punch here, of course. Last time I went for the Psychic, got shielded. Here I go for the Ice Punch, doesn't get shielded. I always love that. And we just gonna let this go. And I thought I can farm down now with my normal Sandslash. And we stopped at the same time into the Medicham, which is fine for me. It's actually my better matchup. I just hope that he doesn't have Power Punch, because Power Punch would be a little bit of a problem. Ice Punch would be way better for me. I'm gonna shield anyway. Of course it's Power Punch, like why do I even ask? But I can go for some more Night Slash spam here. My opponent actually doesn't want to shield anything here, it seems like. Most likely because he already knows what I have in the bag anyway. So yeah, gonna be fun. We can just let this go. We're gonna be able to survive this, and my opponent goes into his next fighter. I'm just gonna dip here. Yeah, there was nothing really I can do there. I just dipped because like wasting time of two people is like kind of annoying. Last game I think we are Swampert, we see the Sableye. I make a mistake here, I still went into my other Sandslash, the Alolan version, because Alolan version can actually take a move and is basically a very neutral matchup, as you can get to the moves a little bit faster than the Sableye. But I didn't, because I don't know. And I thought maybe I get a shield here, that would be very cool, but I didn't, so doesn't really look too good. But at least if I farm up enough, he cannot really much shut me down with the Swampert. I should be fine. Most likely it's Skarmory in the back, so I should be okay here. And my opponent just goes into Skarmory immediately. Why didn't you go into Swampert? That would have been way better for me, but maybe this is the reason why my opponent didn't go into the Swampert. But we can just go here for the Night Slash. We can put him below half health. We can go for another one. I hope he shields, but maybe my opponent already expect me to have another Sandslash in the back. So yeah, we see the Swampert coming in. Now it's gonna be a little bit of a toughie, but it is fine. I mean, yeah, both Pokemon are not the craziest Pokemon in the world. Both Pokemon are definitely not something that you need to have. It's something that you can have and that can maybe help you in some specific matters or like as fun picks during the current season. So I don't think they are bad in general. I just think they are not really like on the Walrein level or even on the Jumpluff level. But yeah, it's still a fun Pokemon to use, still a cool Pokemon to use here. But thanks all for watching. See you in the next episode or like video, and I hope you have a great C-Day, and see you in the next video. Bye!